do not currently have French vanilla, but I did this morning. I spilled some on myself and it was really, really hot. Ow. I don't know about you guys, this playlist always puts me in like the right headspace to stream. Oh no, it's not on Tim Hortons. It's not their fault because I took off the plastic lid and then I reheated it in the microwave, and then I put the lid back on improperly. So when I put it up to my mouth to sip it, I'm like, wait a minute, why isn't any of it going in my mouth? Why am I not tasting French vanilla? And then I suddenly, and then it was like a delayed reaction, and then I felt the pain. And it's like, oh. I didn't put the lid back on properly, so it all poured on me. That was on me. It's still delicious though. Oh, once I was out and about, and I got it from I got a French vanilla, and I spilled like half of it on myself. I'm amazed I didn't get any burns. French vanilla related accidents. Somehow it's not showing on the stream chat, but that extra wide maple ogi combined with the message, that made me laugh. I gotta remember to update the art slideshow art feed here. Long enough of a intro to let people roll in. What do you think? Boy, I only went live a half an hour earlier than normal, and yet it's already almost my regular starting time. Shows how long I take to get going here. Hello! Hello, everybody! I'm a little bit sleepy. I hope it doesn't reflect in my voice too much. I will do my best to bring the energy. And not end up streaming just like, hello, Sizzle. Hello, Big Lyman. Hello, Deadbeat. You've been constantly sleepy all summer so far. Well, yeah, I'm like constantly sleepy anyway. Take some of your G Fuel. What's the best one? Okay, if you're legit, like an energy powder drinker. I am tempted to become an energy powder drinker. Did you do something? No. I was just using the most recent names in the chat to demonstrate. To demonstrate something. The best one is whichever flavor sponsors you. See, that's the thing. So many Chubas are sponsored by GamerSupps. I'm like, I feel kind of left out. Do I have to start drinking it? Hello, Kane! I gotta say hi to everybody, but what are you looking at? This is my just chatting screen. Do you like it? We all made it together. There's so many parts of it that I love that are great. You have to the surfing Pikachu catching huge waves, Bob Ross painting a Keck W, the cool alligator relaxing with a sundae. Of course, the Fumo corner. The Fumo chillin' with a tropical drink. Louvre worthy, thank you. Okay, let me say hi to everybody, and then I'll get on my tangent and rambling. Let's see. Hello, Frosty Faye. Hello, Real Folk Blues. Hello, Hexagoner. Oh, there's me. Hello, Nightbot. Good to see you working hard as usual. Hello, Stream Elements. Hello, Lifting Dude. Hello, Alpha Omega. Hello, Kazman. Hello, Sizzle. Hello, RDHK. Hello, Jay. Hello, Spectroflux. Hello, Cliff. Hello, Remy. Scrolling. Hello, Deadbeat. Hello, Coyote Knight. Hello, Noise Marine. Hello, Big Lineman. Let's see. Hello, Soldat. Hello again, Kane. Hello, Salt. If you're tired, go to sleep. Hello, Birdmoth. Okay. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody who has spoken in chat so far. Any lurkers, hello. I will not call you out because I am a lurker as well, and that's not cool. Falling asleep to Maple's voice. Should I try to do like? I don't even know how to do. I don't know how to do any ASMR stuff. Hang on. Oh, whoops! My head has accidentally disappeared. Sorry about that. Lurkers, I wish people would call me up by name and shame me into chatting. No, never, never. I've actually gotten into the habit of not even thanking people, not even calling out people's names when they follow. Because sometimes I follow somebody live during, like sometimes if somebody's live and I follow them, I get really shy and I don't want them to call my name out. So it makes me worry that that maybe other people feel the same way and they want to follow without being acknowledged. So I don't know. Oh, hello all the waifu references, and hello Livingston. Okay. Is this how you ASMR? Copper phthalocyanine, also called phthalocyanine blue, phthalo blue, and many other names, is a bright, crystalline, synthetic blue pigment from the group of phthalocyanine dyes. It's brilliant. I can't keep a straight face. I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face. How do people do it and keep a straight face? 2 out of 10, can't hear you inhaling into the mic or a pen drop from across the room. My mic probably isn't good enough. I have no idea how that sounded, but hopefully not too cringy. Immediate fall asleep from soothing voice. I used to try to... I've always told you guys... I've said in the past, but I used to have like a pretty bad lisp. I mean, even worse than I do now. Bad enough that the human children would tease me in school. And I used to try to imitate the women on like commercials. To try to make my voice sound like more like Neutrogena 3-in-1. Like I would try to imitate. I would try to imitate the crisp announcer lady voices. And well, I guess it didn't do me too much good because I still have a lisp, so. Elvish is a very sibilant language. Thank you. I like that. I that's gonna be lore now. Hard on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Wait. I misread that. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Yabe. Gomen. I'm sorry. I misread that. Can you explain something? What's the difference between virgin olive oil, clippers? No! No. I just misspoke. No need to clip that. I'm afraid I don't know anything. I don't know what the olive oil question. Hello, Veneer. Hello, Neil. Mipum is making for 0.1 nanoseconds. All that there must be a lot of. It makes for great clips. So there's probably a lot of clips of that then. Head pats apply directly to the leaf bud. Head pats apply directly to the leaf bud. I like that version. Nearly forgot about the stream. No. If you're doing, family comes first, bro. If you're doing stuff, don't worry about it. I'll be here all week. But hello, Freedom Fallout, and thank you so much for resubbing. Bum, ba-da. Leaf bud need cheek pinches? Yes, they're very squishy and stretchy. You're making steamed rice with extra virgin olive oil, and it's one of those things that never made sense to me. Honestly, I don't know. You know what else? Leaf bud deserves head pats. You know what else the leaf bud deserves? A rocket launcher. There we go. It's a very tiny rocket launcher. It's more like a single. It's more like it shoots a single Nerf bullet. It depends on how the oil is pressed. Well, there you go. Hello, Chicken Coop Enjoyer. Hello, Moving Great Library. Firework, yeah, it's a sparkler. Leaf bud size weapons are just like little fireworks. That's cute. I had seen something in the chat. Maybe it's a nap time yet? Well, I just woke up from a nap, but if you want a nap. I could put on some relaxing music. Okay, hang on. I think there was something I wanted to reply to. Oh, that you fell asleep to Pokemon Glitch and videos, yeah. Well, I normally don't fall asleep to videos. If I put on any kind of video, I would just start paying attention to that and not sleep. I will actually fall asleep. Well, we do need BGM for today. We do need some background music for today. Because today is an art stream. Oh yeah, we were talking about energy drinks. Energy drinks. How, okay, let me switch over to the art scene. Because since it's an art day, I might as well draw what I'm talking about instead of just talking about it. Oh! Wait a minute. Why'd that happen? Why'd that happen? Bedful art. BGN Sabaton. Sleep is therefore cancelled. I could put on the Cuphead OST. That's always like a sleep cancellation. Or like any kind of like really fast electronic music. I've told you guys before how I used to listen to like I had one song in particular that it was like one of my sleep prevention songs. Like back in my Human Academy days, if I had deadlines to hit, which almost always I had to do right at the last minute because that's just what I'm like. Oh, hang on, I think my redeems are my redeems broken? Oh, my redeems aren't set up. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, they should be working now. Metal helps you sleep. Oh. I would used to put Will I get Clay Marino'd if I play this song? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember the name now. But it was like like electronic music, like My Little Pony remix songs. I don't know why, But I got into a black hole of those. I was never even the biggest like My Little Pony fan, but there were some that were like really really like hype electronic music. And they helped me stay awake. Hello, the Sniper. Was gonna suggest the Shovel Knight OST. I've never played Shovel Knight, but sure. Hello, Madanui. You love falling asleep to Sabaton. Just some casual breakcore to snooze to. Yeah. I mean, what am I thinking? The Initial D, any of the songs from Initial D are also good sleep prevention songs. It's a platformer. Platformer. Oh my god. Platformer. You'll love it as much as CAD to USD conversion. That's an interesting way of putting that. Falling asleep to 10 hours of silence, occasionally broken by a falling metal pipe. I'm kind of tempted to try putting on one of those type of videos, but I know that I'm gonna get jump scared every time it happens. Get jiggy with it. We can listen to Banjo-Kazooie music. Is this a playlist? Oh, it's a playlist! Rain sounds. Oh, rain sounds is the GOAT. Okay, how's this? How are the levels? Some good chip tunes. I think there's a good energy level. I kind of need the boost of some cheerful music too. Usually put on Maple Winter's VODs when you sleep. Very soothing. Really? Aww. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I could be helpful. And okay. Wait. Hi. Wait. That's not very cute. I don't know, sign about it's not cute. That's better. First time you fell asleep to a stream, it was weird to wake up and the person still be streaming. Yeah, 24-hour streams be like... Ultimate sleep cancellation song. There must be a better phrase I could think of for that than sleep cancellation. Sleep prevention? Wake up song? Draw a duck wearing a hat that's just a smaller duck who is also wearing a hat. Alright. Let me get my old reliable sketching brush. This is my favorite sketching brush. I forgot where I got it from, but it's like kind of a ovally. You see it? It's like kind of an oblong oval shape, and I really like it. Hello, Riscan! Yeah, at some point I want to do some type of marathon stream. 24-hour stream, marathon stream. I think it would be a fun challenge. And at some point I would end up losing my ability to muster any amount of energy, and it would just end up being like, hey guys, we're gonna play some we're gonna play some Binding of Isaac for the 75th hour of this endurance stream. That's what I'm gonna end up being at one point. I was watching Cleo and went to bed, woke up, went to work, Cleo was still streaming. Yeah, Cleo's built different. I don't know how she does it. That's you talking ASMR? Really? Is ASMR vocal fry? I have no idea. Okay. Come on, people, wake up. I only just woke up before stream. ASMR is anything and everything nowadays. Yeah, isn't ASMR supposed to be like very specifically like triggering some kind of response? Hola, hola! Konbanwa! hello, Sato? Welcome to the stream! Okay, a duck. Okay, a duck. Cartoon, I'll do cartoon warm-up duck. Oh, that kind of looks more like a goose. Nah, it's kind of duck-like. Hello, Magaloon. Hello, Pizza Duck. ¿Cómo estás? I'm sorry, I don't know. Bien? Oh, I'm sorry. I know that "Como estás" means "how are you," but I don't know what the correct response is. Maple no habla español. Hi. Hi. その通り. Muy bien? I don't know. Your lisp is an asset in Spanish. Really? Wait, he's sad. I want to make him happy. Okay, and then his hat is also a duck. So he has like, maybe like a... Maybe it's like a chick? It's like a baby duck. And then that is wearing a top hat. How's that? Funny if it was a rubber duck. I mean, I guess it could be. How do you draw a rubber ducky? Probably not much differently than I'm drawing this. Like just more rounded. Je ne parle pas français. A monocle is needed somewhere. What does the monocle connect to though? Can you draw a leaf bud cowboy? I can certainly try. We're kind of warming up here with some little doodles. Hello, anime guy. Tuxedo? Wait, what does a tuxedo look like again? I actually don't know how to draw a tuxedo off the top of my head. Duck with a close-in air defense system? What, like anti-air? A duck with like an anti-air attachment? Pew pew pew! We're gonna be playing some Advance Wars this week, so I gotta remember how to play that game. Cowboy Leaf Bud. Cowboy Leaf Bud. Okay. Oh, I gotta warm up my circles. They're all turning kind of ovally. Okay, we're getting there. The rocket launcher looks like a juice box. Yeah, we're doing Advance Wars. I said we were gonna come back to it. An explosion of flavor. +5 versus air units. Heck yeah. Okay. Leaf bud. Start with a circle. Add ears that look like cat ears. Add a bigger one in the middle. Round body. Leg nubbins. No. There's a trick with drawing circles. There's a trick with drawing circles. Like perfect circles. I'm not at a level of skill where I could just like blast out a circle that's like a perfect circle. Like this one is kind of not perfect. As you can see, I could like manually adjust it to be more perfect. But if you are for some reason trying to draw a perfect circle, what you have to do, you see my cursor moving? That I'm kind of like moving my arm. I forgot where I learned this, but like you move your arm in a circular motion before you press down, and then you just kind of press down. And you can get circles that are closer to perfect. Yeah, there. You can get circles that are closer to perfect. Then and you could just adjust it if you had to. But it's difficult. I thought the trick was to use the circle tool. Okay, yeah, but like, what if you want to have variable line weights in your circle? What if you need your circle to look like that or something? I don't know. Okay, Cowboy Leaf Bud. Has a gun. My only worry with the Leaf Bud design is that because he's so round, he can't really wear costumes. And then he has a sheriff badge. Cause he's the sheriff. That's kind of a big, not shapely sheriff badge. The sheriff. Gotta go. Oh, good night. All the way for references. Oh god, my body's gone. Wait, I forgot I put L to be the head disappearing toggle, and it's also the lasso. Well, guess I'm not using the lasso today. Okay, that's a cuter looking like little sheriff badge. See, how do I convey a hat? How do I convey a cowboy hat or cowboy boots? He can't really wear an outfit because he's so little. Oh. Like, that's the thing that makes me think. Put a tiny cowboy hat on his leaf? Is that really the answer? He takes his job very seriously. Boots and a 10-gallon hat. Oh, it has to be a taller hat. That work? He needs a belt. See, he's so round that how do I give him a belt? Like, that's why I wonder, like, as much as I love the leaf bud design as it is now, that's why I wonder, like, maybe, like, because I've been observing mascot designs, right? And it's like, maybe he needs to have, like, a separate body, like a Chikawa. It kind of feels wrong, though, doesn't it? It kind of feels wrong, doesn't it? But then he could wear little outfits. He could have, like, a tie. It's difficult. Character design is difficult. Feels weird unless Catbud, yeah. Because it could become Catbud. Just like that. Well, any leaf bud can become a Catbud. Just because I can become a cat, so it makes sense that they can become a cat too. Prefer round body. Well, maybe I could give him like a holster. Consider how many little outfits Kirby has had. Well, that's how, like, Kirby doesn't have points on his head though. But Kirby is round and could fit outfits. Well, mostly it's like curb. It's like round curb. Right? And then he has a hat because his head is perfectly round. That's pretty much how most of his outfits go, is that he has a hat. There's a Mario hat. Business Bud is here to offer you syrup deals. But oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the energy drink thing, because like it seems like every VTuber nowadays every big indie is like getting those shaker cups. These things, they're like adult sippy cup. And then they have a picture on the side. And it's just like anime girl and then boba. Gamer sub cups. Yeah, well, all of them. Gamer subs, Advanced GG. Like, I think G Fuel does them. Boba tea! Yeah, it's actually just, it's somebody brought it to their local boba tea place. I think if I did a shaker cup, I'd want to have more of like a cute design than what seems to be like that they normally tend to do, like the sexy designs. That's like the Gamer Subs brand. But like, yeah, I as somebody who benefits from caffeine, yeah, the color of the liquid filling the picture is cool. I do think that's cool. And I think are they dishwasher safe? Mipple, could you draw Harold, the koala that hides in everyone's peripheral vision? What do koalas look like? I'm trying to think of that one Pokemon that's a koala. And then they're always like sideways, right? Is that what a koala looks like? Do they have tails? Is that a koala? Wait a minute, I see an opportunity here. Don't talk to me until I've had my boba. Oops, I used the lasso tool again? Potential dumb question, but how do I request art again? You just say it? No, but for real, I would be curious. I don't know how one goes about getting sponsorships with an energy drink company. That simple? Yeah, that's it. I don't know if I've already blown it by calling out the fact that the Booba Cups, but I mean, I think they're proud of that. That's like the whole thing that they do. Sponsorships, popularity, rub shoulders, be loud. Still waiting for your Tim sponsorship. Can you imagine? Can you imagine little old me getting a sponsorship with like a nationwide food restaurant chain? Are you using the M key? If not, Grapevine to be headless. But that's the marquee tool. Literally contact them. Smaller tubers than you get them all the time. Really? Because I actually I ordered some of those, like, if it helps, Canada's barely a nation. Can you draw yourself as a destroyer-class ship girl with a torpedo launcher? And do a 5-inch dual-purpose gun as... Anime guy, as cool as I'm visualizing that to be in my head, I think that might be beyond the scope of what I'm capable of drawing today. I apologize. What I think I decided that I want to do, what I think I want to do is split the art streams. Like, I used to kind of do request streams, and sometimes I would do like pretty involved artworks. Like, hang on, I could probably find you an example. Like, I would spend like an hour and a half on one drawing. Yeah, here's an example. Well, yeah, here's an example. See, I have all of my old request drawings. So like, I've drawn like more involved stuff on stream as well. But I think I want to kind of shift away from doing like I always felt bad that I would end up like so into the drawing that I wouldn't talk to chat, and I want to keep the focus of the stream talking and doodling versus like just getting into art zone and just drawing. Like, I don't know if I'm articulating myself, if I'm explaining myself well, but I'm thinking of doing, instead of doing them both in the same stream, kind of keeping these streams to be more chatty, quick interaction with chat, versus like, because I was always thinking a lot about like a few people would get their art requests at the very beginning of stream. That would be the cue for the stream, and then people coming in 2 hours later wouldn't get a chance to get anything requested. And versus now, someone can pop into the chat and say, draw a duck! And I could quickly doodle a duck, and they get the feeling like they were able to contribute. And that's really important to me about these streams, is that I could offer that like immediate interactivity versus like, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be working on this for the next 2 hours, so I can't draw the duck. So I think, yeah, when there were like 5 people in chat or less, it made sense, because I could stream for 3 hours, draw 3 requests, and they would each be like pretty high effort, but that idea didn't scale too well. So what I'm planning on doing is doing like more dedicated streams for like just a high effort drawing of like working on commissions or something. So at some point in the future, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Chibi Maple as a Pokemon master. I could probably do that. Chibis I can do. Okay, let's clear off our workspace a little bit here. Oh, I forgot about the Blitzo tool. Okay, I think there were some requests for some leaf buds, so that I could do. A TF2 soldier leaf bud. This music is like anxiety music. So TF2 soldier leaf bud. Give him a dynamic pose. I don't remember how to draw the rocket launcher from TF2. It's something like this, right? Oh wait, he's a soldier. He's a soldier. So his hat has to be, well, his helmet has to be big. I remember Real Folk Blues' artwork of a soldier bud with like the Magic the Gathering or Pokemon card instead of the cigarettes on the helmet, and I love that one. Add some scratchy marks. Give him a little shovel on this arm. Cute! Oh, and there. He just shot a rocket. No, if the Leaf Bud is anything like how I play Soldier, he just jumps around all over the place. Oh, I forgot his tail! How could I? If he's anything like how I play Soldier, he just jumps around and shoots rockets toward the ground in the general direction of the enemy and hopes to get a rocket. Which is pretty much how I play Soldier. Yeah, I never learned how to rocket jump correctly. Like, I was never able to do like one of those huge rocket jumps where you like cross all the way up through the map by jumping. I only ever really learned how to do the jump like to get from. I never learned how to do this type of thing, but I know how to do like this type of thing, like to get up to a ledge. I was never able to get like the long distance. But I could just go up. I could just go up if I had to get to a platform. That I can do. I never quite got the hang of sticky jumping either, as Demo Man. Figure if the Leaf Bud was firing a rocket launcher, he'd send them about 10 feet back. Yeah. The recoil. Wait, no, maybe he'd be happy about it. Ah, cute! He would shoot it and then go, whee! Why is boss music playing? I don't know. Chat suggested Rocket Shovel Knight music. Wait, he still needs to be holding his rocket launcher. He's small! If Maple is getting chibi Pokemon-ified, Leafbird should be drawn in the style of a Pokemon! Oh! This music is kind of anxiety-inducing. Do you guys have a suggestion for something different? My head, I've just accepted that my head is going to, like, appear and disappear throughout the stream. Wind Waker! I like that idea. Wind Waker, music. Pikmin 4 just dropped. Anyone got the OST? I'm sure that it is. It's, I don't know if I want to be spoiled on it, because I might play it. Hello, Medrise! Ah. Wind Waker. This is like some kind of cover compilation and not the official soundtrack, but I like it. Okay, me as a Pokemon trainer. Yeah, that I can draw. What's a good Pokemon trainer like pose? Oh, the boss themes came after the stage scenes. Oh, that's why it became kind of anxiety, the boss music. So, Pokeball, how would I be holding a Pokeball? Oh, they kind of made it like waltzy. The thumb would be on that side. I still find it interesting how many different styles that there are for drawing chibis. Like, this is a style that I saw recently, like big hands, tiny skinny body, long Betty Spaghetti legs, and big feet. And it looked really cute! Dun 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 dun. Oh, golden soundtrack. I kind of like drawing chibis with like Mega Man legs. Oh wait, my body's gone. Headed back to work. Oh, good luck with work, Solda. Thank you for watching. Hello, Jimmy. Give him a Mega Man blaster too. No. Maybe this music is too relaxing. Maybe we went too far the other direction. Maple comfy? I want to make a maple comfy emote. I think that would be cute. If it's like me, and I'm looking like this, and maybe. That I look like this, and I'm just like in a blankie. Maybe. French vanilla. Blankie and French vanilla. But then it just turns into hungry. Oh, my body's gonna disappear again. Dun, 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 dun. Maple comfy. I don't know if that actually conveys that I'm in a blanket or not. I don't know. Emote drawing is actually pretty hard. Maple Damashi. You know what? If I'm drawing myself as a Pokemon trainer, I want some Pokemon music. Pokemon Gold, Silver soundtrack. There we go. Wait, Pokemon Gold, Silver soundtrack towns. That's what I want. Because otherwise I'm gonna get everything. What? No. I just want the towns. Nobody's put together just the towns? Here, 1 hour relaxing Heart Gold, Soul Silver music. There we go. There we go. Should we draw Chibi Eevee as Eevee Bud? E-Bud. Wait, that just sounds like a vape product or something. I don't think I should do the bendy spaghetti arms. Oh. Pikachu jump scare. Na, na, na. Then me as a Pokemon trainer, I guess I guess I'd be wearing different clothes than normal, right? What do you enjoy most about Pokemon games? Pokemon! Well, more than the Pokemon, it's exploring. I love exploring in Pokemon. That's the best part of it. Like, when you get to a new world and you're exploring and you get to meet all the new Pokemon for the first time, that's the part that, like, brings me back to younger days. Not so much the gameplay, but... Oh, I really gotta get rid of this toggle. This is not relaxing music. This is anxiety music. Trying to make a monster taming game. Ooh. Well, yeah, for me, I like exploring and meeting all the new creatures for the first time. And being like, whoa, that one's cute! Or, whoa, that one's cool! I have to remember how to draw chibis. Why did it come so easily to me last time? Last art stream, I had such an easy time drawing a chibi, and this time I'm struggling. Oh, thank you for the follow, Turret! Well, hey! Welcome, Turret, hello! Should I be... What kind of expression should I have? Should I be happy? Ah! Or should I be... determined? Maybe happy's better. The song is gangsta, isn't it? Pokemon music is just so good. Especially Gold and Silver. Oh, it's the best. Mildly puzzled as usual. Oh, hey! Keep missing your streams because you haven't been following. Ah, it's okay. Happened to me. It's happened to me so many times where I'm like, wait, why don't I see this person in my following? Oh. Somehow I feel like this isn't as cute as the chibi that I did last time on an art stream. I don't know. I'm getting in my head. Art streams always, for me, have a little bit of an element of, can I draw well? So... I always worry. Because there's putting on a show and being interactive to think about, but then there's also, can I draw well? Can I draw the things that people request? Can I draw them to a decent level? Why does this art style look totally like not like my art style? What the heck is going on here? To be fair, you just woke up. True. You took the Jimmy... Yeah, when I say it, it's from Banjo-Kazooie. Because I love Banjo-Kazooie. Now, something about the eyes is off. Something about the eyes is off. That feels better. Whoa, super lopsided actually. See, I'm doing the thing where I get too into the drawing and then I'm not drawing as much because I'm too into the drawing. Today you woke up and had an epiphany. F-Zero is a play on Formula 1. F1. Oh. It is. I similarly did not notice. Whoa! Is that Soldier from TF2? Yes. Bum 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 bum. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach, for the 5 gifted subs. My body keeps disappearing. Thank you, Coach. Okay, my lines are so sketchy. So I feel like if I were a Pokemon trainer, I'd have to wear shorts. Right? If you're gonna cry, I'm gifting 20 more. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Comfy and easy to wear. You got it, chat. And I guess like a t-shirt? Wait, for it to be like kind of similar to my outfit, it'd have to be like with the cut-off sleeves. And then Pokemon trainers have fingerless gloves a lot, don't they? And then I need some kind of bag, because I always have a bag. What side do I wear my bag on when I'm out and about? I think on this side. It looks cuter on this side. Short hair maple? I was gonna, I didn't finish doing my hair, but I could be short hair maple. F-Zero was at its biggest. F1 was at its biggest at around the time F-Zero came out. Really? It could be short hair maple. I think that's cute. Short hair maple coming to a toggle near you. I always wonder if I should have like a hair clip in my hair. Oh, it's cute! Wait a minute, that's really cute! This is like baby maple. And then they always have like sneakers. Which is good because I always wear sneakers. It's kind of giving like Powerpuff Girls a little bit because of the nubby legs. I'm kind of annoyed that my style is like different every single time I draw, but hey. They're leggings! Yeah, I do hope to do a short hair toggle, yeah. One day. One day. And then... Oh, should I have like a Poketch or something? I kinda wanna do something wild and crazy here. Ooh! There we go! Hair donuts? What do you mean hair donuts? Hair donuts? Oh, that actually looks cute. I look like a bear. Okay, and then the Pokemon is Eevee Bud? Or is it Leaf Bud? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, chat. Okay. Wrong color. Oh! Wrong flip. Wrong color! There we go. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Is it a Pika bud? he's flexing. I'm strong. Here, let's give him some little electrical zaps. Whoa. Sorry, I need to disconnect my head again for a second. Wait, the top is the dark part. Pokemon trainers wear leggings all the time. Very important. Can you draw a silly little skeleton? I can. Skeleton. Skeleton. He's very sad because he's dead. Is this good? I don't know what kind of pose to give him. How's that, Crow? Thanks for passing the artist test. Oh, thank you. Wait, I think he could be even more chibi. He could be more chibi than this. Yes. Chibi Skellington. With much sillier proportions. If I give him boots, he's gonna start looking like Sans Undertale. He looks like the enemy in like countless video games. Maybe that's why he's sad. More like Papyrus? Oh, I guess so. I still haven't played Undertale. Above average but acceptable job. Oh, thank you. You know, chat, I just remembered a story that I wanted to tell you guys. So, I've been really into jigsawpuzzles.io. And I was yesterday I went on to the website as I do, and on the front page you get like puzzles, and it shows you all of the public puzzles that you can join, like the lobbies. And so I joined one of them. It had a nice picture of like a cityscape, looked like it was New York City or something. And I was like, yeah, that looks like a fun puzzle. You know, it has lots of nice edges and stuff that's easy to work with. And I thought, yeah, fun puzzle time. And then all of a sudden, you are banned from this puzzle room. And it's like, okay, and maybe that's a mistake. I try relogging in, banned. So, you know what I went and did? I went and found the same image in the gallery, and I made my own lobby of the same picture. So take that, Frankfurt, Germany lobby of that one picture. Toxic puzzle players, right? No, I didn't get banned from the website. I got banned from that one lobby. All I did was join, and then they banned me. It's like this drama in the puzzle community. Oh my god. And there's so many like strategies that people employ that are like people will start a puzzle by like grouping like colors and trying to make patches. It's like, you haven't even made the edges yet. How are you doing a jigsaw puzzle and you haven't made the edges? Pardon me. And then what some people will do is they'll take every like color and they'll just put them all in a pile. So like, for instance, if there's a puzzle, they'll take like with a blue sky, they'll take all the blue sky pieces and put them in one big pile, which makes it very hard to see them. And then they get mad when I use the organize thing that lays them out all into nice organized rows because I'm taking them out of their stupid pile, and then they leave. Like, yeah, there's toxic jigsaw puzzle players. It's like I want to click together the pieces, because every time I get the clicking noise, it's like a little drip of dopamine that tells me that I did a good job, that I've correctly matched it. And if I do enough of those, I do 1,000 of those, and then I get this nice little puzzle, and then I do it again, all over again. No woof elves allowed. I guess not. And my room. No, we need a maple Pokemon mod. Also, hello, Attenborough. Color coding is a trap strategy. You can get the same color in different places. Exactly. So I've been working on puzzles where somebody like does a pile of seafoam green, right? But the seafoam green is in 3 different parts of the puzzle. So they're just piling them all up and not contributing. They're just making their dumb pile and clicking over and over to try to hope that RNG will connect some of the pieces. And not actually putting any thought into it. Although, to be fair, it is kind of fun to just put all the light colors in a pile and then like click, and then they like will snap. Like there's like a range of tolerance after which they'll snap together. So like if there's 2 pieces that are like if they're like this far away, they'll snap. So you can just do a big pile of them and then they all snap together. But again, it's lazy! Too small brain for jigsaw puzzles. There's no brain about it. It's just time sink. It's just a time sink is all. It's fun learning which artworks make for better puzzles than others. Like if it has a lot of edges, like a abstract art, geometric artwork, I enjoy that because then you can like group all the pieces by edge color and by anyway. Yeah, background detail could be really annoying. So yeah, that's my newest hobby is jigsaw puzzles. And getting angry at the toxic jigsaw puzzle players. I want to believe that everyone else on that website are like kindly old women who are like, oh, this is a great alternative to buying them in person. You know, I ran out of space for my puzzles, and now I can do puzzles all day long for free. And it's like, no, it's probably some guys like, I don't know. I don't know. Place to pick up hags. No, I mean, depending on your definition, depending on how old of a hag you want, you gotta go on like knitting and crochet forums. Or like any sewing website that has like baby patterns, because you'll see women being like, I made 5 of this pattern for my grandchildren. Not enough instructions, but very good result. 4 out of 5. Honestly, old women dominate the crafts world. And I love to see it. I used to watch videos of well, used to, as if I don't now, but I had a time that I was really into watching videos about scrapbooking and custom card making. And there's like, okay, maybe I have to illustrate this if I'm not showing you the video. But there's inks that you can get where it's a clear, it's basically like a glue ink. So like you can stamp. Pardon me. So let's say I have a leaf bud design, right? That I make. You can stamp the leaf bud design and then put it onto the paper so it'll transfer a stamp of the image but in clear ink. And then you can take this powder and dust it over the clear ink and it'll attach. So it'll make the image of a leaf bud in this powder, and then you take a heat gun to the powder and it melts the powder because it's like a plastic powder, and it turns into like a shiny emboss beautiful effect, and it's like magical to watch happen. And I'm like, this is like mom magic. This is like Midwestern woman with 3 kids with like a husband who commutes into the city and works in finance, and she has her craft room and she does all these magical things with her crafts. And if you get one with a Texan accent, oh! Yeah, this music is getting a bit too intense, isn't it? There we go. They're not old, they're experienced. I actually have some of those scrapbooking materials because I wanted to try it myself. It's so cool. Maybe I could try to show it on the stream sometime. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. I want to scroll up. There was a chat message I missed. I can do a 3 to 5 year puzzle in about a week. When do you know your next convention? Team Fortress Leaf Bud stickers would be amazing. I have no idea when I'm gonna do another convention. I don't have a current plan of when I'm gonna do another one. Trying to focus on streaming and like art at the moment, but hopefully in the future I'll get to do more. Maple, they're probably mostly older women looking to build puzzles with help. In reality, why did you train an AI to be as unhelpful with an honest jigsaw puzzle as possible? Sorry to lurk. Oh, no. Please, don't be sorry. Lurking helps, and also thank you for stopping by to chat. To talk in the chat. Thank you. I feel like my voice is kind of not doing so hot. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. That I thought would be fun to wait for an art stream to do. So I've been watching. I've been getting back into the AKB48 rabbit hole a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I've been noticing in the choreography that a lot of the songs have this move. Okay? They have this move. There's a girl. She has her side bangs. Happy. And then she's holding her microphone. Okay, microphone. And she's like, yay! Okay, happy hand. Oh wait, the thumb would be on the other side. Happy. And they do this move. Okay, they do this move. Like they jump up and they do this move. The anime jump. Yeah. And I attempted to do this move. Thought it'd be a power slide. It is. But it's like a very classic idol pose. Freeze frame at the end of a movie jump, kind of. Yeah, Love Live. You would have seen it in Love Live, but this is real women doing it. Like actual, like real flesh women. And they're doing this jump and they make it look so easy. And then at the end of the performance, they zoom in on the performers because they're all in a line. Like doing a talk segment. And the girls are all bright-eyed and happy, sparkly, right? Pretty idol bangs, bow in the hair, you know, all cute like. Okay, bear with me here. I'm getting to a point. Wait, her neck looks like very backwards. And they're there holding their microphone. Both hands on the microphone, looking all cute. And then roughly outfit, idol, kawaii, and then they're just dripping sweat. Like just completely glossed up. Hair sticking to their face. But they don't stop smiling. Oh, my body's gone. They don't stop smiling. Flesh women sounds like a term that belongs in a horror film. Well, I have to distinguish between anime women. Yeah, it's all athletics. But yeah, so I attempted to do the idol jump and I think I got like like both of my legs didn't leave the floor because I was too scared. Oh god, the quality of my drawings is degrading like crazy. I could not get both feet off the ground. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, chat. You're channeling the fear you felt. Yep. Because I'm like, if I jump with both feet and try to lift them up, like as high as they do, I'm gonna land on my knees. Like I don't have confidence that I'm gonna be able to get my feet back under me fast enough before I hit the ground. The scrunkle adds to it. Wait, her neck is too thick. I don't know how to draw necks. How do I draw necks? Oh. It's easy, just don't fall. Enable cat and you shall land on both feet. Oh, I wish. Your body is randomly disappearing. How you've managed to draw as you've had is impressive. It's because I accidentally have my body disappear toggled to my to my same key as my lasso tool. Disable gravity and you'll be fine. Ah, it would be nice. Just out of curiosity, you tried the jump and barely survived, right? I dare you guys. Anyone in the chat who thinks of themselves as a very fit or athletic person, I dare you to try the idle jump. The both legs off the ground, calves, your calves pulled up, almost touching your thighs behind your body. Like, the key point being this distance between the back of your thigh and your ankle and your heel have to be, that distance has to be as short as possible. So if you could do like this is, I'm gonna do a side view. From a side view, if you could do like this, like that's the ultimate. You kick yourself in the butt with both legs. It's not that hard. It is hard. It's hard for me. What is this baby lullaby music? There we go. Bum ba bum ba ba. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba ba. But yeah. Wow, I know it. You have passed out from those 4 seconds of baby music. It seems like everybody's feeling pretty sleepy today, myself included. It's not hard to jump like that. Now you guys are just making me look bad. I'm gonna learn how to do it. And then one day I'm gonna have VR full body tracking, and I'm gonna try it and show you guys live and fall on my butt. I gotta get one of those one of those gymnastic mats to do VR. You're tired from doing it 3 times. It's not hard at all, even doing it with the arm movements. Show off. Please don't attempt that with the VR headset on. Well, okay, here's a question for anybody who knows VR stuff. Okay, hang on, my ear itches. No baby music! You got your feet to smack your butt. Is there a particular way you have to land? On your feet. You have to land back on your feet. You have to jump, get your feet as far back behind you as you can, and then land on your feet, all in one motion. Easy! Well, maybe you guys are doing it a different way or something, because when I tried it, it was really hard and I couldn't do it. but the thing with VR is like, can I do VR without wearing the headset? Because like I only want the body tracking. Even Korone Oba-san can do. Korone can do flips and stuff. I can't. You can put it on your forehead. Yeah, because you need it as a tracking point, right? You should be able. You could do flips if you believe. Maybe if I have somebody to help me flip it. Just don't wear it over your eyes. Oh, so that's how people do it. Cause like I want the full body tracking, but I also would like to like see on my monitor what I look like. No, it's been a couple weeks since Japan now. I have a feeling that all my leg gains are probably almost gone. Hello, Shinabozu. But if that... I still haven't done the beef PC though. Because honestly, I've been scared to commit. Hey Maple, トイレはどこですか? トイレね。こっちまっすぐに、では、右側。I tried, okay? You never truly lose your gains. Regaining your gains after periods of inactivity is easier than the first time you made them. Really? Yeah, I was trying to say down that way and to the right. But I don't know if I said it correctly. Japanese is hard, okay? I remember asking the location of washrooms. What Q asked me was, where is the washroom? And I asked a few people sometimes. Like sometimes I would just... Cause look, I'm visibly a foreigner, so being an elf and all, and so if I just went up to someone and I said, like, I wouldn't have to say the whole sentence. Like, you don't have to say, トイレはどこですか? You just go up to someone with a desperate look on your face and you say, トイレ? And they're like, トイレですね. こっち. And they'll help you. It was really fun to try to put some of my Japanese into practice. I wish that I knew more. Next time I get there, maybe in another 5 years when I get there again, I'll have done more practice. But it was fun to be able to read a little more kanji than the last time I had been there before. You bought a shirt that has common pictures on it. You point at it and it works wonderfully in Italy. That's so smart. Like a t-shirt that has pictures of things. And you just point. That's so smart. That's really smart. Next time you can go to a butler cafe and talk to the pretty boys. I don't know. I feel like I would feel pretty awkward. Like they're trying to... I mean, it's their job, but like they're trying to hit on you. I feel like I would feel awkward. I have been to a maid cafe though. I didn't go this last time that I went to Japan, but 5 years ago I went to the at-home cafe that's in the same building as the AKB48 theater, because I couldn't get a ticket to AKB48 show that time, and so I'm like, the next best thing is the maid cafe in the same building, and I went to the maid cafe and I had a very mediocre parfait that was very overpriced, and I took a very awkward two-shot with one of the maids. I can draw you what the two-shot looked like. Hang on. Hang on. Is this learning Japanese with Maple? Toire? This has been learning Japanese with Maple. Hello, Yudadachi. Welcome to the Yudadadachi. Oh, there was another da in there that I missed. Welcome to the stream. And thank you, Remy, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Okay, so I was like, oh, because with the maid cafe, you can't directly touch them, right? Even being a woman, you can't directly touch them, because that's the rule, right? So so here's maid, very very kawaii, and I was like, oh, I want to do okina hato. I want to do a big heart shape. So she does this. Being a rehearsed professional. Perfectly pulls out. Give her some thigh highs. This is my drawings are getting so bad, but you can understand. I'm communicating the point, okay? So she like perfectly pulls out a heart shape, right? And it's like, oh, okay, it's on me to be the other half of the heart, right? So perfectly. And then me, being awkward as all heck. Sweat awkward. They put my ahoge so you know it's me. I end up doing this. I'm not really the face isn't the face that face isn't correctly drawing my awkwardness. Like the photo, it's like like this. How do I draw? How do I draw faces, chat? How do I draw? I don't know how to draw anymore. I give up. It's just dread and awkwardness. Hang on, let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Kokoro with a valve defect. Maple Syrup cardiologist. It's a breathing error. It's fun face. It was a bit of a Bocchi the Rock moment there. Hello, Ray. Maple Bocchi. Do you use your hands or AI to draw? I am the one drawing. it is me. But it's like I don't think I was even making eye contact with the camera. I don't remember. Because it also adds to the awkward, it added to the awkwardness that I was a solo woman going to a maid cafe. I was the only woman guest in the whole place. Pretty convincing AI, right? Nora Salma doesn't have anything on me. But I think I was just like in a t-shirt, like my typical, and just feeling like an ogre in comparison. Like we were the same height, but she was like so pretty. I wish I looked like that. Well, actually one of the staff members spoke English, so I had a chance to talk a little bit, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I came here. I want to live in Japan, and I came here to work because I can speak English to people, and people like practicing their English with me, and I get to practice my Japanese, and it's a good job." And it's like, "Oh, okay, great. No, yeah, good English, like fluent." And I was like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, I'm one of I'm like an old nerd otaku person, and I always wanted to come to a maid cafe and stuff." And I don't know, it was a nice little interaction. But I could have brought this most recent time I went with my family, and I asked them, "Do you want to go to a maid cafe?" And Elf Mom immediately goes, "No. No, that's so weird. No. Why would I want to? No." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." She knew what the maid thing was, because on every street in Japan, if you're in a nerdy area, if you're in like Akihabara or Denden Town in Osaka or something, on any street, you'll see this. I didn't get a picture of it because I thought it would be impolite, but down on every street, you get rows and rows of maids and cat girls holding flyers, trying to get you into their establishment. Down the whole street. And some of them had some of them would have different types of uniforms and stuff. Just as far as the eye could see. Yeah, and to an uninitiated person like my family members who didn't understand why a bunch of women were standing outside late at night, in skimpy outfits with thigh highs and such, they were not interested in going to a maid cafe. I think they got the wrong idea about what a maid cafe was. Elf Mom was like, "You went to something like that? That's disgusting." I'm like, "No, I just had ice cream. You just sit and have an overpriced ice cream for real." That was an awkward moment. It was a really overpriced ice cream. It looked really cute though. It was like the very, like a picture perfect, like maid cafe parfait. You know, it was tall and it had like a bunch of layers. It had a strawberry layer, a wafer layer, a cake layer, and then on the top it had like cute flowery cutout pieces and a little message that says like I love you or something. And it was very cute. And she did the moi moi kyun thing. She thought, yeah, I think she thought it was like more explicitly an adult establishment rather than just. Well, some of them were at the ground level, and she looked inside and just saw people sitting at the counter talking to the staff, and she's like, why do people pay just to talk to the staff? And I'm like, yeah. It was an interesting moment of self-reflection for me to realize what some of my hobbies look like to an outsider. Oh dear. But in the end, I still got to see an AKB48 show, which is like the idol group. So, I would take that over any maid cafe any day of the week. And I have to say, seeing all the women lined up on the street is quite like I don't know. It makes you feel kind of like, is there nothing? Is this? I don't know. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I hope you are as well, RDHK. Bucket list item completed. Absolutely. Going to see AKB48 was like a bucket list thing. That was like, because I got to go in the theater, and the AKB48 theater. If you've never seen a video of it, it's built on the top floor of like a mall, and the theater is tiny. Really tiny, like half of the capacity is standing room only to fit more people in there. Its maximum capacity is 250. And the most iconic thing about it that I can now say I was there in person. If you don't know what AKB48 is, it's one of the best-selling idol groups of all time with like rotating members. And I was there, and the stage, because it's an old crummy building and they had like no money when they started. Idol. There are literally 2 pillars in front of the stage that people sit behind. And if you're lucky and you get a seat over here, you get an unobstructed view. But for all the rest of us, for most of the people, you get an obstructed view from one of these columns. Now, I was lucky. I was sitting like over here, so I did have a significant amount of like the vision blocked. But for the most part, I almost had like I had a pretty good seat. But if I had been like over here, it would have been the best possible seat, but I think those are probably like fan club members only or something, like very harder to get than anything. But yeah, something I didn't expect is that it was extremely loud, like very, very extremely loud. I don't know why I didn't think it would be, but and yet the crowd was still louder. So I guess I guess I didn't. It was an experience for me to see what idol stuff is actually like real idol stuff, genuine article, not like cover dances at a convention or something, like real. This is idols. This is idols. This is one of like the originating idol groups, and I got to see them in their own theater, and it was nice. Good reminder of like what idols really are. Getting to see it in person. Remember what stadium it is? I think Fenway, but there's a $35 seat that is literally behind a support pillar. So you just like stand in the aisle then? I guess you just stand in the aisle. Hello, Alejandro. There used to be a thing in hockey arenas, but not anymore. That would be awful. Like when I went to see the Twice concert that came by, that they actually had Canadian locations. I had like almost a nosebleed seat, and there were people. Oh my god, it was so frustrating. So I was there, sitting there, enjoying my concert. You know, like yay, I love Twice. And I had my light sticks because I couldn't get the official one, so I had my King's Blades. And I was like, yeah! Idol concert! Twice! Dude in the seat in front of me stands up the whole time to record it on his phone! And I'm like, this nosebleed seat was $100. And I mostly saw the concert through the monitors. Through the screens, because this guy was standing in front the whole time because he just had to record it on his phone, as if nobody else is recording it on their phone. It makes me legitimately angry. Like sometimes for the quiet songs he sat down, but for any of like the upbeat songs he's like, oh, I gotta make sure I get a picture, I gotta get a video of this for the TikToks. And his girlfriend next to him was doing the same thing, and I could tell that the people on either side of me were also getting frustrated, but like there's nothing we could do because because the person in front of them was doing the same thing! So, if the person in front of them is standing, recording with their phone, that means that in order to see, they had to stand and get their recordings, right? So then, it's like, the buck stopped with me. Like, I was stubborn that I didn't want to stand for the whole concert, so I just like I was just trying to maneuver my head to look around them as much as I could. Would have accidentally bonked them with the light sticks a few times. I did. I tapped them on the shoulder, and they're like, well, the person in front of me is standing. And I'm like, oh my god. So tap them on the shoulder and tell them to sit down. And they're like, well, you know, they're having fun enjoying the concert. They're recording it! Man, I can't wait to watch this blurry, low-quality video later. Yeah, given that there are people who are literally, like, 2 feet from the stage, who have they're the super fans, right? Who pay, like, $2,000 for that front seat ticket, who then recorded the whole thing in 4K and put it on YouTube. You can watch the Twice Ready to Be World Tour concert on YouTube right now, in like, 4K. Because one of the super fans goes up with their DSLR and like 5 battery packs or something, and they record the whole thing because K-pop fans go hard. So why would you, from the nosebleed, feel that you are doing anyone a service by recording the concert when there are going to be people way closer to it with much better camera angles, with much better cameras and much better audio? I'm hurting my voice with how angry I am. I never talked about this on stream, but it made me so angry. Like, I came back from that concert, and like, I was like, wow, I got to see Twice, but more than that, I was seething. I was seething at how people are so inconsiderate. And I had just gotten back from Japan, and I was like, this wouldn't have happened in Japan. This wouldn't have happened in Japan. I think Maple's a little upset. I don't get upset on stream often. I don't. It takes a lot to get me legitimately angry, but this does it. Hello, Peter, Paul, and Mary. Do they do Wotage chants in K-pop? They don't. They do have some kind of chanting, like for Twice. That's at the, like on music show performances at the beginning of the song. They'll like chant out the name of all the members, and sometimes there'll be like call and response parts of the song. But the thing is, in K-pop, they'll release like an official call and response guide, whereas in J-pop idols, like AKB48 idol stuff, like it's more like the songs are kind of written to a convention, so you kind of know where to sing it. You heard Twice? Oh, I love Twice. I absolutely love Twice. You learn from friends. Yeah. It's like you go to the thing and you just kind of follow along with what everybody else is doing. Like, there's a few. I want to do a stream about like Wotage. I think it might have to wait until I can be in 3D. But that was actually the second time I've seen Twice, and I'm so grateful that I saw them once before, because I saw them at the Bulldozer tour at the Musashino Arena in Tokyo. And I was in like the 4th row, and I made eye contact with Jonghyun, and that was a very good experience. Compared to seeing it 5 years later when they were much bigger, not as good. I saw Twice. I did. Hello, Interstellar Desk Plant. Hello. Why couldn't the bicycle stand by itself? It's too tired. Same. Yeah, but at least I got to see them at a smaller venue when they were less popular, and that was it was a much smaller, nicer experience. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. You walked miles all day. Yeah, but my feet really hurt. Oi, love, what'd you draw until now? That wasn't really. Okay, this is like doodle, like real doodle tier. Oh. Wait, everything's on different layers. Maybe we could move the duck. We drew a bunch of leaf buds and kind of talking about stuff with using art as like illustrations of what I was talking about. This is a very doodly stream compared to other art streams that we've had, but it's been really fun. I gotta put this guy over here. Love that? Oh, thank you. Hello from Turkey. Oh, wow. Do you have a drawing account on Instagram? I do, but there isn't really anything on it yet. It's the same name, Maple Winters. The rocket launcher looks like a blow dryer. There isn't much there yet, but I will be uploading more to it later. Oh yeah, and I do post all my art on Twitter. But it might be, I recognize it because of all the photos I posted from Japan. It's a little hard to find my art now, so... I mean, you could check my art tag. Your Gunpla build stream made you go out and buy another one on impulse. Oh dear. This music is too serious! Oh no, I don't regret it at all posting the pictures, but I do recognize that it can make it a little harder to find my art on my Twitter. Well, my main takeaways from today are that my rage was entirely justified from that concert, and also that everyone can do the idol jump except me, so I need to work on that. Oh yeah, something I wanted to mention now that I'm just looking over our sketches and I'm looking at the GamerSupps Cup. I actually did try like a sample packet that I got of GamerSupps. I used somebody else's code and I got like a sample pack. And I tried the mango one and it actually did taste like really mango-y and nice. So the only problem is like GamerSupps Maple Winters with an S. Multiple winters. The jump took you a couple of tries, getting the arm up at the same time. I can't even do it without the arm at the same time. Your favorite is guacamole gamer fart with lemonade. I have a sample pack of guacamole gamer fart, which apparently is like lime. Like it's not. The names of the flavors don't correlate with what the flavor is. But I wish all of these companies that were like mail order energy powders actually offered like full sample packs. Classes began, so you'll be working weekdays at night. Oh, that's okay. Oh, no worries, Popo. Good luck with your studies. Oh wait, no, you're a teacher. With your teaching. If they have a mango flavor, do they have an animu flavor? That's a good question. Yeah, there's a few of them that are kind of yabe. 7 classes. Wow. Wow, that is busy. Well, thank you for coming by today, even all considered, and hopefully you could pop in once in a while whenever you can. Oh, good night, Cliff. Thank you for watching. But yeah, if GamerSupps sold like a sample pack that had like one sample pack of every flavor that I could actually try them all and find my favorite, I would buy that. Because it's not like I thought you were ending. Oh no, I'm not ending, but I might soon. My voice is kind of screaming about annoying concert goers. Kind of was it was already kind of starting to go, but that did it. I'm sorry for a bit of a short stream today. Have you heard of the hit new game? Yeah, you want those games, right? So here you go. Now let's see you clear them. I've seen people playing it. I'm sorry to say that I can't say that I'm particularly interested in it, given what else I want to stream. Like there's things that I mean it's a great name, but based on what the gameplay actually is, I can't say I'm terribly interested. But yeah, if all of these companies made, like, I get it, because like GamerSupps has so many flavors at this point. They have like over 20 flavors, right? I think that they, based on what I was looking at the starter packs, they literally don't make taster samples of all the flavors. Like, I think because they have to manufacture they have to have the sample packs manufactured, right? So I think they only manufacture them for like 3 or 4 flavors. Not everyone's gonna play Armored Core 6. I saw some gameplay of Armored Core 6. Is it on Steam? Or is it on a console? A sample platter with a shaker. It's on Steam. Oh, it's on Steam. Would I be really lame if I tried Armored Core 6 having never played any of the other ones? Because I see a lot of hype surrounding that game, and it's like, August 25th. Okay, it's not out yet. Okay, that's good though. That gives me time to finish some of the other games that I want to play in between now. Because I hate feeling like I don't know. I hate feeling like I'm a fake fan, you know? Heard it's easier than other Soul-style games. Because I know I've been hearing a lot about Armored Core. I feel like I've been hearing a lot about it lately, so I'm curious. Although I do still have Elden Ring to try on stream, where you guys can summon in and carry me. But yeah, lots of other stuff I want to play in the meantime, though. Micah, your art side going since it's mecha dress. It's mecha dress up. Wait, really? You can like decorate your mecha and stuff. That suddenly that makes me remember F-Zero GX, how you could make custom cars and you can like make decals and like put the decals on them and stuff. Hello. oh, got my voice. Okay. We probably gotta wrap it up here. Maple, no offense, but your model looks clueless. Is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to be clueless? Ooh, 2 in a row! 2 in a row! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Optimal Duo, and thank you, Chief Macbeth. Thank you both. Double raid, oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. I'm Maple. Unfortunately, the stream was kind of coming to a conclusion. I should have disabled the raids. I'm sorry, but since you're here, thank you so much. Everybody, please check out their channels for being so generous as to raid me. And I'm Maple. I'm a VTuber and I draw. I don't know anymore. I don't know how to shield myself. Welcome, Yaters. But yeah, we're just kind of talking a bit to wind down. Cute art? Oh, thank you! Oh, the shield command is working again! It had been broken for a while. Yeah, I just been, the music pause. Yeah, I just been doodling. Maple was super rad at D20 Live at Anime North. Thank you! Speaking of which, you can watch the D20 Live panel that I was on YouTube. It is available on YouTube. Maybe I should link that again in the Discord. I should tweet it again. But you can see myself and also everyone else's performances, which were all way better than mine. And it's a good like 3 hours, so it's a nice chunky bit of content that you could dig into on when on a night maybe I'm not streaming or anything. Did great for your first time. Oh, thank you. I'm very new to kind of like, I don't know. It really impressed me the acting skills and like the improv skills that D&D like tabletop players have. I don't know. I was like very like, wow, I could learn. There's a lot that I still have to learn. That's what my takeaway from it. But it was really fun. So please check that out. I'll make sure to somebody please remind me to tweet about it or post it in Discord or something. Someone please remind me. Okay. Mizu. Need Mizu. Need to talk to you about post. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, please DM me because I'm the worst. I'm absolutely the worst. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. Gamers Hub, sponsor me. Give me one packet of all of your flavors, so I can so I can try them and then decide on a favorite flavor. So then I actually have a flavor that I enjoy that I could tell people to purchase, so that I know that it's worth their money. They need a coffee flavor. Honestly, I wonder how like a French vanilla taste would vanilla, yeah. I wonder how that would translate, because I don't know if they have any like creamy dairy-based flavors in the repertoire. My flavor would be French vanilla. It'd be mocha vanilla maple. That's the natural choice. G Fuel's coffee flavor was terrible. I haven't heard the greatest things about G Fuel in terms of like the actual product. It was kind of the progenitor of like online mail order gamer marketed drink supplements. Yeah, everybody used to shill G Fuel because there was no competition, but now there's like Gamer Subs, Advanced GG. Like, you can't help but learn about all the different ones because everybody is sponsored. It's very effective, honestly. It's very effective that they sponsor so many people that you know them without even having tried the products. There's a Pepe branded one. Yeah, I think it's called like Poggers or something. Rogue Energy. Mocha vanilla flavor. Yeah, like cream maple. Yeah, something like that. It has to have some kind of mapley, sweet, mapley, dairy, creamy flavor. Now the 6 Gamer Juice brands are rival games fighting for each other over streamers. This music is too... Can I please have some nice, relaxing Pokemon music? Yeah, that's good enough. Starting your own, which is just sugar, water, and citrus body... Ew. This is a serious gen, huh? No baby music, no anxiety music. What do you want? Relaxing music! Pokemon Coliseum music. Oh, I think I once rented it from Blockbuster, Pokemon Coliseum. That's the one XD face, right? Like the Gaia Online emoticon that everybody used, XD. Oh, thank you for the follow! Thank you. I should probably switch over to my just chatting screen to indicate that the stream is wrapping up. Okay, I will post the doodles on Twitter after. Okay. Thank you guys for watching me draw. I hope relaxing rainy mood fragrance of dark coffee. Was enjoying staring back at the koala. Blockbuster, truly my hike streamer. I'm not lying. The tag's not there for nothing. It's always surprising. Always surprising. A fun chill stream. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for dealing with you and your chat and me in your chat. What do you mean? What do you mean, Sizzle? I won't have my leaf buds self-deprecating themselves when they're so cute and kind. Ooh. Ooh, Tuowo! Hello! Hello, everyone! Wow, that's a big raid. Thank you very much. I'm Maple. I'm not a cat. I'm an elf. I always spill my spaghetti when there's big streams. I'm a VTuber, but you already know I'm a VTuber. Oh, get it together, Maple. Okay. I'm Maple, and I draw and I play video games and I sing sometimes. Thank you. That was well timed. Oh, and I have to remember that I say this. I made my own VTuber model, and I like idol stuff, and I'm a hag. And I was gonna end the stream, but I feel like I can't now. I can't now, right? No, it's fine. I'm very grateful for the rain. It's my bad. I should have turned off.
Well, that's a lot of damage.
I should have turned off rain. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I got 3 raids in the span of like 5 minutes. Well, what should we do then, chat? What'd I draw? I can show you. Drawing. I did some drawing. 9:30 is peak raider hours. Really? But yeah, I do art like this all the time. Personas? These are not personas. I could doodle a little bit more to just make it to the 3-hour mark. As long as I hydrate. Leaf Sona. I can draw leaf sonas. Today we were talking about idols and drink supplements. Leafkin. What would an uwu to owo leaf bud look like? You'd have to cool sunglasses and a trench coat looking all broody. Okay. Wait, are you describing what the uwu one would look like? This is my mascot character, by the way. He's shaped like a leaf, you see? Look, you see, it's like a leaf. And he has leaf veins on him. And he's happy. And then he has a leaf stem. Cute red panda. Red panda? Red pandas are very cute. You see, he's shaped like a leaf. I think I was actually thinking about it on his back. Leaf Bud's back. I think he should have like where his tail connects. I think maybe like he should have like more vein patterns on the back, like to emphasize that he's a leaf. Like maybe like Korok, leaf patterns or something. I don't know. Something like that. Ooh to owo leaf bud. So he has to have the laboratory, the lab goggles, right? I really recommend everybody check out Uwu's stream, by the way. I hope that the auto shout out bot worked, but bro's a mad scientist. Really, really creative streams. Like actually did like a Will It Blend stream. Oh wait, it's Sunglasses. What is this song? This song is Pokemon Black and White Unwavering Emotions. Oh, it's Sunglasses. Okay, it's Sunglasses. It's Sunglasses and not goggles. How does a leaf bud do like a this type of pose with their tiny little nubbin arms? Their tiny little nubbins. Holding a canister of mysterious liquid. It almost looks like he's holding a beer. Oh, he drinks the liquid. Sippy. Cold on with the boys. Okay, and then he has to have a lab coat. It's kind of hard for leaf buds to wear clothing because they're so rotund. We were just talking about it earlier in the stream, actually. But I guess they could kind of wear a coat like this, a lab coat. Do you do VTuber? Oh, wait, let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Do you do VTuber model commissions? Not yet, but I plan on doing them sometime in the future. I do have a VGen account, so I'm working on hopefully getting that open sometime once I finish some of the commissions I already have that were just like where somebody slid into my DMs and was like, "Hey, can I commission you?" Like like the ones that I have outstanding pre VGen. Once those are done, I'm gonna open up VGen. Wait, we have to... Can leaf buds have hair? Chat, this is an important lore decision that we need to make together right now. Can leaf buds have hair? Lab coat arms dropping off their tiny arms. That's cute. That's cute. But wait, it's already a custom sized lab coat to be leaf bud size. So how would it also be oversized? Wouldn't it be a perfect fit because it's custom? I thought they already have hair. They do not. They're a leaf. Hair no, wigs yes. Okay, yeah, it could be like a hair piece. Cause he could have like an uwu to owo hair piece. I don't know. He looks kind of like an alien. Maybe let me make sure that you understand that they're glasses and not an Alamal. Make it held on by an elastic? Okay. Remember Alamal Maple? Alien, watashi alien. Meow. Oh, my alien. Hello, Mew. Let me put this back here so I make sure I remember. Leaf buds have to be leafy. Make sure you know it's a leaf. It's a leaf, you see? If you got rid of the face. It's a leaf. Sleeple. I am kind of in the Sleeple zone. I'm gonna admit. Oh, is this Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music? Oh, it is. Explorers of the Sky. You were telling me about that game. I'm curious to try it since you recommend it so highly. Okay. I think I apologize, Raiders, that I'm ending on you. Can you draw a cute-looking red panda with stars on their belly? I don't know if I remember what a red panda looks like off the top of my head. I know they're very, very cute. Is this what a red panda looks like? I'm just kind of going based on like a raccoon. Every time somebody posts pictures of red pandas in the animal channel on my Discord, I'm like, how is that how are they real? How are red pandas real? Like, they look like a Pokemon. Wait, that's too dark. Stars are hard to draw. Oh, whoops. Oh. I think they have like a certain patterns on their cheeks, right? I don't remember. I'm sorry. Big floofy tail. Oh, I would never forget the floofy tail. I would never forget the floofy tail. I want to pet a red panda. Red pandas are the actual pandas, really? Oh, that's right, cause pandas, like pandas are like a bear. You need to give it the eye markings like thick tears down its face. Oh, that's why I wasn't feeling right. Thank you, chat. It's kind of like if I feel like this would be like a children's stuffed animal, like a Care Bear, red panda Care Bear. Pretty cute. They don't stand on, I'm pretty sure they don't stand on. Please don't mind my body disappearing from time to time. Don't worry about that. That's not a big deal. Don't worry about that. Yeah, my body just disappears sometimes. Don't worry about it. That's just a thing. That's just a thing that it does that, yeah. Okay. They stand on their hind legs when frightened, but put their hands in the air. Oh. Well, oh no, does that mean that I've drawn a scared one? Aw. I think it looks pretty cute. Okay, I think that was some pretty fun doodles. Maybe next week I'll try to do like a dedicated, like putting in some effort into art stream. Like one stream working on one picture. Some very cute little guys. Oh, thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. There's a few other drawings that are like hidden away on other layers somewhere. Everything kind of became a mess. But there are going to be, we didn't even talk about, there's new Hololive members. And every artist is like immediately rushing to draw art of them as fast as possible. And I'm kind of curious. I really like the design of the twins. So I'm gonna be streaming during their debuts. So I don't know if we should do like watch-alongs or something. Or I guess I'll just catch the VOD later, because I'm kind of excited to see. Because like, for better or worse, Hololive is what got a lot of us into it, and so whenever they make a move, it's like noteworthy. Oh, no worries, Chris. Thank you for watching. Maple has a soft spot for doggos. I do. And I think the concept of twins is really unique. I know that Yuki and Yuna Astria have been doing, like, sharing a channel VTuber, like twin VTuber. But other than them, there have really not many people who have ever done it. So I'm kind of curious to see how Hololive will approach that. I'm curious, and I wonder if it means that more people are gonna follow in their follow suit and do more like one channel with multiple Chubas sharing it. I'm interested. It's always interesting to see how the landscape might change or the meta might change, or I don't know. I'm overthinking. I'm over talking. Okay. Let me raid quickly so there's no chance for more to come in. Fisani is doing art. Okay. If we want to raid into another art stream, how do you guys feel? You want to see more art? Only watched about 6 or 7 of your streams, but each one gets better than the last. Oh, that's so kind, Spectral Flux. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you so far. So, hopefully, I'll be able to keep that up. I'll do my best. Yeah, multiple people on one channel. Yeah, it's a thing. Okay. Let's see. So you guys thinking art? Art or Minecraft? Gamers of please sponsor Maple. Nah, let's not make that the raid message. Nah. Stop recording the concert and sit down! Oh my god. If you put that as the raid message, you're going to immediately infuriate anybody whose chat you put that in. It's infuriating. It's absolutely infuriating. Okay. Let's go with Fisani, because it looks like she's doing some beautiful art. So, art night. And also, she is also a wholesome elf. I wonder if she wanna... But yeah. More family-friendly elves. Elf. Always good. Okay. Boop. And I think she also has a self-made model. Ooh! 81 viewers? Wait, really? Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for the raids. Did I buy the cable? I have not left the house yet. Okay, for anybody who's new, for anyone who's new, I never check how many people are watching me. You can't keep being surprised. Bro, if I have anyone watching me, it's always a surprise. It's always a pleasant surprise. Are you kidding me? That anybody is watching, that I'm able to be entertaining at all to anybody? That's always something to be surprised and grateful for. Oh, Garb, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're wrapping up. I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for the raids today. Uwu and Optimal Duo and there was another channel of somebody new that I don't think has raided me before. I'm so sorry. It was Chief something. I'm really sorry. I gotta timer's out. Bye.